Okay, right. Okay. But that's fine. That's good. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change my cameras for the one that you see. Although, huh. Right, you can see. Oh, you
All
can't.
I see,
You
all I see is the black screen with an R
right?
red
Yeah.
circle right now.
Let me just check see if that works.
I'm starting to see your board now come into focus.
Okay. Ah, hold on. Right, so I'm going to go to my other camera quickly. Let me just, because the way I've got it set up on the stream is I've got it face to face rather than changing screens. If
Okay.
so, the reason I do that is because I'm rubbish at remembering to swap over the screens. So I'm going to put you onto my phone screen. Alright,
So you're doing with a phone? Wow.
right. Well, this is my phone screen,
Okay.
which is almost as good as my other one. Right, let's make that central.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that I mean, I actually use this sort of just as often on our regular Breath Weapon X streams as I do my actual webcam because I find my webcam does do a bit blurry, but on this head-to-head view, it kind of captures the middle bit better.
Okay.
So, but I am streaming now, but I
I was gonna
just
ask you. I didn't know if you were gonna be streaming or not. Okay.
yeah, I figured I would, but I need to reset my camera because my camera has frozen again. Right, so
I think I'm like the only person that doesn't stream, so
that's fine.
or doesn't even have the capability of doing it.
You you don't have the okay. Well,
Oh, I wouldn't even know how to.
it's fairly straightforward. Yes, I've got me back again now. It's I mean it's if you've got a YouTube account,
Nope.
well you can get a free YouTube account or even a free Twitch account and OBS and it does it all for you to be honest. Once you set it up the first time, it does most of it for you. It's
Okay.
I'm I'm not the most tech savvy generally, but but I can do it. Although I say that the whole of my first stream that I did against David C, my camera had frozen, but because I had the team list over it, because once it's going, I don't nearly need to look at it. But I
Mm.
had the team list over my half of the screen, and I hadn't noticed that it wasn't activated at all. So
No.
you've got half of the screen with David, and you can see exactly what he's doing and all.
You couldn't see anything other than what your team was on yours.
No, and I did some good play as well, I think, but no one saw it. Oh, there we go. Right.
Oh.
But hey, it is what it is. I like the Yu-Gi-Oh mat as well, by the way.
Oh yes.
You don't see them very often, do you?
Yeah, that's one of the first ones I got when I got into the game, and it just I like the way it looks and the way
Yeah,
everything's laid out on it.
yeah,
Nice and simple.
yeah. I've got
And
just
normally I use my what is it Adventure Time one, but with the change between the players and all, it's just too busy. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
little easier for the format. I can leave my two. I have two life dice sitting up in the upper corners, and there's actually space for them on this mat, where that mat doesn't have any
No,
room.
no, that's it. Mine's got them in the top corner on this one, but this one's actually a double-sided one. So this is my I got this
Oh wow,
for my birthday from
nice.
my wife and Alex helped as well. So that's the Breath Weapon X one we had done,
Yep.
which is cool. I should put it on that one actually. Yeah, let's go for that one. Although I do like this one, but our team's not playing very well at the minute, so we'll just this. There you go. So this has got the life thingy at the top, which yeah. I mean, I don't tend to use it. I've got this for when I'm playing face to face,
Okay.
so I don't tend to bother one good thing about this, Matt, is I questioned it with Peter about why it's out of play because technically transit is out of play, and so he's got an intimidated area and a captured area, which I quite
Hmm.
like, which makes more sense, you know.
Yes.
So yeah, all right. Well, um, look to your team. Your one of your teams is almost identical to one of my teams.
Yeah,
I,
they're talking the Green Lantern setup.
yeah, so
Yep.
I think we've got two cards different over the whole 10. So that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, the Adam Warlock to do the double energize thing, and
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a fun card actually. That's basically been my MVP on that team so far. In
okay,
I tested it once, and obviously I played it in the first round, and yeah, didn't really use Green Lantern at all. But if you do Typhoid Miriam, then I've got Adam Warlock. Then I do have Green Lantern to just run as a Green Lantern team. So it should be. It's going to be a
yep,
race that game, I think. But the other one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if my second team's going to do that well, but we'll figure that out later on.
fair enough.
So right, so I think I'm going to go for. Uh, hmm, I think I'm going to go for this team first.
Okay,
Okay, so
mine's in there already. The team I was in place.
yep. So let's go for it then.
All right.
Oh, you've gone for your other team as well. Okay.
What's that?
So you've gone for your non-Green Lantern team too. I think genuinely think the Green Lantern teams are going to be a bit of a race. I think,
Yes.
but unfortunately I have Brick as well, which you have, which might be a bit crazy. We'll see. Right, let's get your team up then for that I can see it. Where did I put that? Is it that one? Nope. Let's close that one. Where did I put your teams? Ah, there they are. So you're going for this team first. Okay.
I think it's my team A. I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Okay. That's there. That's there. So you got Kate Bishop. That's going to be troublesome, but also useful. Someone did point out that my trio combo of Spider-Man and Angela and Dreadnought could go against me though, because if there's nothing to spin out when Spider-Man attacks, I have to spin out my own stuff. But we'll figure that out when we get to it.
Oh, it does read that way.
Yeah,
Never
because
knew that.
it's not an option. It's you will spin something down.
Yes, yeah, it was. I ran into that with Turk Barrett when I used to run him on my Green Lantern team. If there was nothing across the board for me and I'm using mask, I'm
Yep.
pinging things on my side. And I'm like, oh man,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not yet. I have to assign the damage somewhere.
Yes. Right. Is this the first time we played? I don't think I played you before. I'm not sure.
Uh, I don't know. I think we have. I've
Uh,
been doing most of the tournaments
eh,
for the last couple of years.
I mean, it'd be surprising if we'd missed each other completely, but maybe we did. I
Uh,
suppose all that summer of tournaments was like 2 years ago now, wasn't
yeah, almost.
it? What colour
I mean,
basics have you
I
got?
had a pretty good idea who you were, so I.
Yeah, yeah. Um, right, let's go for orange. What have you got? You've got red and was that brown? Brown and
For
yellow.
my actions, I have yellow and brown.
Okay, I'll go for purple and orange. Okay, right. Shall we roll off? Have you got a timer available?
Yeah, I run it on my phone. That was part of
That's
the
cool.
reason I went and grabbed it.
Yeah, because I'm using my phone as a camera, so.
No, that's fine. I've got one sidekick and three question marks.
I have got one psychic and three question marks.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Reroll
amazing
that.
how often that actually happens. It'd be interesting to calculate the odds of that. Oh, this time I've got
I
nothing
got
whatsoever.
1 and 4 question marks this time.
I've got nothing and nothing. So,
Oh boy.
so your choice.
This is not your team with Clayface, so if I go first, it's not probably the best option. You brought bricks, so that's also there. Oh man. Yeah, go. I'll have you go first.
Me first, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Alright. I have got 1 3 card character. We'll see. We'll see. I think. Good luck to you.
You as well.
Okay, a psychic. Ah, man. See, I wouldn't mind a Drax first, but we do have double Atlas this time. That is good to know. I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go bricky. I'm having a brick, and then field a psychic, and your turn.
Okay. Um, do that now. I want to ramp a little bit. Or just go with her and then ramp some. Do that too. It's a weird start to the game where I want it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna buy Spider-Man. Go
Okay,
ahead.
great. That's cool. I can cope, I suppose. Oh, I can with that energy, definitely. So I'm going to buy a Drax, and then I'm going to Atlas. Are you happy with me not using the bag for now? Okay.
All right. How's that?
Okay, yep, your turn.
I don't want any of that. You roll a sidekick. Son of a.
Oh, they always do that
Son
to
of a
you.
gun.
Yep.
Not what I needed that to do. Well, I guess I will be fielding a sidekick. Awesome.
Mm.
Um, hmm. Well, that was not part of the plan there. But Drax, Throne Brick. I'm going to buy Throne Brick as well,
Yep.
and then I will Atlas because that misfired.
Yep. Oh dear.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. Well, well. Alright. Oof. Okay. I need to field Drax, I think. Um, so let's roll that again. Let's keep that. I don't have many cheap characters, I've just realised. Right, I could do that. Yeah, let's. Oh, there's a Drax. Okay, here's the expensive one, and it's not the best expensive one, but there you go. So I will field him. I will name Spider-Man
Okay.
because that makes sense right now.
Yep.
Um,
That means I can't field or purchase him, correct? Is that
that's correct. Yeah.
correct? Yep.
So I'm going to. I might as well just do that to be honest. Yeah. Okay. So the only thing I can actually do with that is Atlas. So I will Atlas and I will brick to prep 2 of these. Oh, and him. Okay.
And what are the stats on Drax? Is like 3-6 or 4-6 or something. What
He's
is
a
he?
he's a 3-5 at the moment.
3-5. Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Man needs to be on energy then because he doesn't do me any good otherwise. Okay, that doesn't do me any good. Those really don't do me a ton of good. Yeah, reroll all that. Oop, I missed with the. Oh, come on, you didn't hit me. Jesus. Wow, that's not what you need in this game
That
at
is
all.
not well. I mean, lots of sidekicks. You're thinning your bag out.
Ooh, that is not what I wanted to see.
No.
Not what I wanted to see at all. I can't even buy somebody right now. Wow. Wow. All right. That's fun. 3 sidekicks now. Feel those. Spider-Man can't do anything. Do that. Prepidie, do that. Prepidie. Yeah, awesome. Throw a brick off your Drax, because that's what
Okay.
we do now.
Yep.
Like that. And you
Drax
got
is
what?
the target.
You got a Drax and a sidekick in the field, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then I will Atlas, which I don't think I have anything in the bag, so that will move one of those over and 2 into the bag.
Yep.
And pass priority.
Pass back.
And turn.
Okay, 2 in the bag, 2 there, 1 goes into the bag. Alright. Oh, alright, that's good. And that's all energy apart from a psychic. Alright, so. I'm sort of wondering if someone like Ric Flair might be useful. Dreadnought and Angela are always going to be useful. I think I might buy a Dreadnought. So, got 1 in the bag. So I will field that. I will buy a Dreadnought for 4. And then I will Atlas the psychic in my bag, and I will hit him, which will prep Dreadnought.
Yep.
Okay, and that is pass priority and turn.
Good. I got only 2 in the bag, and the 2 over there, and then the rest of those.
Yep. Spider-Man is eager, isn't he?
Yeah, he really wanted to get in the field. Drax kind of said, no, you don't get to play.
Nope, not just yet. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
he missed. All right, cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 for an Iceman.
Yep, that's the next issue I've got.
That. Leaves me that. This is not good. Not where I want to be there. Not where I want to be. Spend 2 to buy another thrown brick.
Yep.
Leaves me that and that. I guess Atlas. Atlas twice, so both of those just go over there anyways.
Yep.
And pass priority
Okay.
and turn, unless you're doing something.
Okay. No, that's it. So
Okay.
4 of those. 1 goes back in the bag. Alright, that's good. That's fine, that's fine. I mean, all the energy is generally okay. Let's see if I can go. Oh, I'm rolling well. I'm rolling well. Powers. Alright, so they're all going to be gone. So I could just go through with a nice beefy sidekick. Alright, let's field him. Alright, I've got 1 in my bag. That means that I will be prepping that. Plus, I would want to be buying. I need 1 extra energy. Okay, unless I buy another Drax, that Iceman is a pain. Let's buy another brick. What have you got? Wand. I assume you're not going to be buying any of those. That's just for the global. Right. One in the bag. I think this might be my bag going wonky for the first time. Unless I buy. Hmm, that's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna have to hope that you don't have a great turn next time.
I haven't had a great turn yet, so.
No, no, that I mean that is true. Uh, right, I'll brick Drax. Prep the one from my bag. Alright, so if I buy a brick, then I could prep it, and then I've got one energy left over for next time. Um, yeah, I could do that. Okay, I think I'm going to pass priority there.
What do you got left in your reserve there? I can't quite
It's
see.
a question mark.
Oh, sure. Okay. All right. I pass back.
So if I attack, I take out your psychics, but then you've got lots of ramp. So I'm going to pass priority and turn there.
Okay. All right. So I got nothing in the bag then.
Mm-hmm.
Three. Nope, grab too many.
I've done that so many times.
I really don't want to keep grabbing him, but apparently I'm just going to keep grabbing him.
Yeah. Oof, that looks like a good roll.
Not really. Well, for you it is.
Yep. Oh
Wow. This
man.
game is not going well at all. Not well at all. Jeez, oh Pete. Oh man. All right. I don't even know what to do with it. Three for a wasp, sure. Why
Yep.
not? One for field of sidekicks. There's four freaking sidekicks at this point.
Mhm.
Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. I guess I will Atlas
Mhm.
throw a break off of Drax.
Yep.
Pass priority.
Um, I think well, you've already got that, but so I'm going to force a psychic to attack, and then I'm going to block it with one of my own. Give myself an extra bit of ramp there.
Sure.
Okay. So one of these goes in my bag. Right. Okay, that is a lot of energy. Right. Hmm. Oh, I don't have the right global for that. I was trying to see if I could spend the Ric Flair global twice and just send a psychic through for 9, but I
Yeah,
don't.
that one doesn't have that one.
I don't have the right one for that. Uh, okay, so let's keep all that. Yeah, let's just keep all that. Let's try and get a couple of bricks. Well, there's one brick. That's not too bad. So brick. I've got a psychic in my bag, and that's it. So whatever I do now, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could prep two things. So I think I want an Angela. I don't think I will, or do I want a Ric Flair? No, I think I want an Angela. So we'll spend, oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm going to spend those four on an Angela. I'm going to spend I just spent it all. Yeah, I'm going to spend those two on the last brick, and then I'm going to Atlas twice.
That's not the last brick. There is one more still out there.
Sorry, my last brick. I'll say my last brick. Um, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got one sidekick in your bag, yeah.
Yes.
Um, oh. See, I'm sort of tempted to go for the take your sidekicks out, but then you get the ramp. So I think I'm gonna leave it for now and pass priority.
You have any energy back?
No.
I'll use your global and Drax has to attack.
Yep. Okay. So I have to do the. You're not gonna block it anyway, so I should have kept the psychic an energy back, but there you go. I didn't. And if I could have Angela now, that would be good, but I can't. So I will knock out. Let's just go for your psychics then. Let's take them all out.
All of them? Okay.
Yeah, why not? And then he's going to go through
And,
for 3. I assumed
yep.
you wouldn't block him anyway, would you?
Oh, no, I wasn't blocking him.
No, that's no.
Unless I have something to KO him with, no. There's no.
Yeah,
Right, I have the one in the bag. Refill the
I
last
mean the good thing is these 8 will be going straight back in, so just I should have kept something back anyway to force.
Spider-Man doesn't really want to play, I think, today.
Iceman.
I mean, Iceman. Iceman or Spider-Man for that matter. Neither man wants to play.
No one wants to play. Oh,
Oh, you hit
there
the
he
word
is.
finally. Holy moly.
Is that the small one?
Yeah, and of course it's the small one. So
Yeah.
pay one to field him.
Okay,
Hooray.
cool. Well, that's still 6 damage potentially.
Do I want to buy anything? What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? That's a tough decision now, man. Everything is messed up at this moment. Everything is messed up at this moment.
See, now I kind of need a Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm tempted to buy another one just because I know what I need to do.
Yeah, yeah.
It might be what I end up doing there. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy another one.
Mhm.
Get those. Do I want to do anything with that? You got no energy back. Pass priority.
Pass back.
Iceman will attack.
Okay. Cool. Uh, it's got 4 defense, so you could
He
do.
is a 2/4 right now, correct?
Well, I will. No, I'll leave it.
Yeah.
If I block, do I do range?
You take damage anytime he gets damaged during the attack step. So I'm going to proceed to start damaging him now. Throw
Okay.
brick.
So I will block. Yeah.
You're electing to block him now.
Yeah, I block him with a 4/6 dreadnought. So I.
Well, hold on. So you're going to set up the block. So let me move that back then. Okay. So you're setting up to block him.
Yeah. I kind of figured that. Yeah. That's probably the
Well,
better
I'm
way.
going to hit him with one brick, which
Yep.
will prep a die.
Yep. And I take
Hit him with
2.
another brick, which will prep a die.
And I take 2.
I'm going to. I don't want to do anything else there. So he just hit you for 4.
Mhm.
I want him to go out. I'm going to use Kate Bishop's global and bring him back, remove him from the field.
Okay. Cool.
And we're still in the attack stuff. I still want it to do something. I don't know. I might need my blockers and everything else here. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. Yeah, I think that's fine for right now. I'll just sit on it where it's at.
Okay.
So
So you got that. All right.
Yeah, even
16.
higher. I really
Yeah.
lit that up.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 3 bricks. And I've rolled 2 of them. Haven't rolled Angela though. Problem is, if I attack with just him in the field, then I'm gonna just do the damage straight back to myself.
Yep.
Um, Annoyingly, you can force that to happen too.
Yep. There's reasons there's question marks still sitting there.
Yeah, yeah. I think. Alright. I want those. I might as well just keep those. I can use those. Let's go for this. Oh, Angela. That's no good. Alright. So. You're going to instigate a. So I need to keep. Alright, what have I got in my bag? 1, 2, 3, 4. Some may say that is a resolved bag, but not me. So I'm going to brick him twice, which will prep those two. Alright, do I need. Ah, yes. Right, so I'm definitely going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Ric Flair. I'm not going to get it till next time now though, but well, I mean I could pull him out if I double Atlas. Got 2 in the bag. But I need that and I need that, so let's not do that. I think I'm going to pass priority.
We'll say your dreadnought needs to attack.
Okay, alright. So does range have to go off?
Yeah, I believe range has to go off.
Right, okay. Well, can I do it to my own characters?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
I don't have the keyword in front of me, but if I remember right, I don't think that it works that way.
Let me just quickly check. When to opposing character die. Okay, no, that is not good. Okay, well that means I'm going to do 2 damage to you because I can't KO my own. I could wand, but then I'm going to do that damage to myself anyway, aren't I?
You
So,
take damage yourself, yes.
so it's whether I take 1 from the wand and KO my sidekick, or if I take 2 from Iceman. Alright, I'm going to Atlas Global. Get that Drax. Okay, and yep, pass priority again because I did something else.
So you fired your range then?
No, I haven't got to the attack step yet. I just did another. I did my Atlas Global. So go to the attack step.
Oh, I forced them to attack, and then you went and did globals, and now we're
Yeah.
still before
So
the attack step. Yep, I got you. No, I'm not choosing to do anything else right at the moment.
okay, I'm gonna have to do Ray. Oh, I'll attack then with him.
And both of them hit him with range, right?
Yeah. So that's another
So
4.
4 more damage.
Oh god.
And what is his stats?
4, 6.
Oh, do I want to take 4 freaking damage? Oh man. I'm gonna let him through?
Okay. In which case, I will pump him up once and twice. So that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
that's.
I'm also then going to wand Iceman once as well then.
Okay.
So I took 6, 7, so I should be at 10. And I think I have you at 10 as well, right?
Okay.
I'm reading that all correctly.
Well, that was 6 damage I did, so I think you're on 11.
I did one to myself.
Oh, yes, you did, yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted him
Yes.
to deal you 2 damage.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Alright. Fair enough.
Alright, so I got nothing in the bag.
Yeah, having Dreadnought there isn't fun when you've only got Iceman.
4. Alright.
So I now need some Spider-Man. That's what I need.
I got a Spider-Man.
That's good.
That hit. Those are good. What do I need here? You have how much energy in the reserve?
I've got one question mark.
Let's spin out 2, 2, 6. Need something else to hit. Need something else to hit. Need something else to hit. All right, reroll those. Yeah. And of course they didn't. Oh, that sucks. All right, field a level 3 Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Need her to hit. That was, she had hit, that would have been game, but she did not hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not game, unfortunately, on my end.
Nope. Oh, hold on. Oh, we've got Donny. Hey, Donny, how's it going? I had the chat covered up that time. He might not even still be here.
All right, get all that over there. Let's see. Your global is a bolt. That would be. Can't do enough, sadly. Can't do enough because you have to push him back. You'll have no choice in that matter. Ah, god dang it. All right, so let's Atlas once. Atlas a second time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to buy anything at this point. I'm going to pass priority.
I shall pass back.
And then Spider-Man is going to attack. We'll spin your guy down to a shield.
Okay.
Your sidekick.
Yep.
Spider-Man is a 5/5.
Okay.
I'm going to throw bricks twice at Iceman.
Yep. Oh no,
So
that's me down to 6. Yep.
4 damage down to 6.
Okay.
That's all the fun I want to have for right this second.
Okay. I have to push him back. Yep. You are correct. I have to
Yep,
push him
because I
back.
would just increase him with your global, and that'd be
Yep.
6.
Yep.
Do that.
I need to buy now a Spider-Man.
All right.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Alright, okay. So I've got one in my bag. I've kind of missed the boat on Drax now, but if I can get Iceman out of the field, then... Oh, there's Angela. She's kind of a bit useless now. Oh, got a Drax. Not got too much else. I need some masks. Roll everything. Oh, Angela does not like me. One mask. That is not gonna be good enough. One brick. Loads of psychics. Alright, what have I got in my bag then? I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the bag. Okay. Oh, got no fists. So I can have that as a mask or a fist. Although bolts are what is the force attack. So kind of tables are turned, haven't they now? I think. Let's field the psychics. There's no reason to not field the psychics. I'm gonna spend a bolt. No, spend one of those. I think to field Drax. Name in. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So you got one psychic in the bag, and that's it.
Yes, I believe so. Yep.
Oh, that's no good. I'm gonna have to name. Although you're gonna just attack next time and spin him down, but that's not until the attack set. I'll name Wasp just in case you draw her out again.
Okay.
You got a reasonable chance there.
I'll throw it that way.
I think
Forgot I had that around here.
oh, that's not. That's a half spent. So I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't buy Spider-Man and have a mask left over. So I will have to buy 2 parasites, but I don't think that's in. Well, I can't really attack. That's the problem. I can't really attack. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know what to buy. I don't think this. Do I want to buy another Angela? I don't know. Another Drax. I might buy another Drax. So I'm going to have a bolt left over. Buy another Drax. And then I will brick Drax. Why not? And then wait for the inevitable. Go on.
What do you
Pass.
have in your reserve? Because I can't tell what it is.
A question mark and a bolt.
Okay, so forcing attack doesn't do me no good. I pass back then.
Okay, and turn.
Okay, so those are gonna go there. Got one in the bag. Refill those. 2, 3. Did not grab her, so I need 3 bolts. Question marks, bricks, or anything.
Yep,
Yep.
there you go. That's
Should
game.
have it. Yep. All right. Don't even reload it. Okay. Do you need me to play that out, or we just?
Oh, I'm happy with that. That's a brick to the face and two bolts.
Yep, that's all I need to do.
Yep. That'd leave
All right.
you on 8 and me on 0.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, there we go. That's game 1. I was feeling a bit smug for a part, but the Dreadnought cost me big time on that one. So
Yeah,
now I've got to
I've
figure out.
never played a team like what you had set up there, and I'm trying to figure out how to dance around what I need to do there. I'm like, who do I need to get out of here? Is what's
Yeah,
causing the
yeah.
problems here.
I think had I thought about it, Dreadnought is the worst against your Iceman if you've only got an Iceman.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that was
because
one of the things when I saw your build. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to have that. And I just got to be able to keep him in the field. And
yeah, so I should have actually kind of read it to start with and gone right. If you do get Iceman, if I block your Spider-Man, which I did, then um, oh, then it's all I've got to do is go for the other ones, the Angela and the Spider-Man. Then the Spider-Man I can get rid of him. Oh, I've thrown
yeah,
a die on the floor and I've lost it. Okay. Oh well. Oh, there it is. I see it.
I'll stop the clock there. I think we were pretty close on time too. It was good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's just under a minute.
Right. So, alright, now you have to use your other
I
team
have
now
to use my
from
green
now
lantern
on.
team for the rest of the day.
The question is, you got Typhoid Mary and Black Widow and Doctor Strange in this team. Alright, so what can I do against it other than lots of Spider-Men? I think I'm going to stick with this one. I mean, it means changing over if I do the other one. Um, yeah, but it doesn't matter if I do Dreadnought this time. I will. This is the hardest decision. I'm going to stick with this. I think. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this one. I got a win with this one anyway, so I think I can see how you play your Green Lantern team, and hopefully,
Well,
hopefully.
I can promise you I'm going to play it very differently against this team than I would your
Oh,
other
that's
team.
that's true. That is true.
I have to play this one differently against this team.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna stick with this, and then I get to
I like the
choose.
idea though on that.
um. Okay. Well, I think I should go first. Yeah, I'm gonna go first this time.
Okay.
I don't think it mattered either way on the other one. I'm not sure. All right. Okay. Have you got the timer set?
Yep, I'm ready for a clock whenever you are.
Okay. Nope. I've done that wrong, and I rolled what I needed. Damn it. All right. Okay. Can I? Okay, well there we go. I got my shield, so I'm gonna buy a Drax. Okay, and 10.
Okay. Mask. I always need a mask.
Yeah,
Could use a couple masks would be nice.
yeah.
That means we're just going to prep dice instead.
Okay.
Let's go with Oscar,
Yep.
and then I will Atlas.
You turn a turn one Atlas. What are you doing?
I didn't want to, but it's
I
it
see.
is what it is.
I just wouldn't have bothered.
When you misfire that way, you have to.
All right. Okay.
Really
Four
need two
energy.
masks to make it worthwhile.
I'm gonna just go four energy for. Oh, but I want to do that. Do I want an Atlas? You got Villainous Pact as well.
Yes, I do.
So I'm gonna buy a brick. I'm gonna Villainous Pact, and then I'm gonna Atlas for those
Okay.
6. Okay, your turn.
All right, so I got 3 in the bag. Refill that. Did not get her.
Nope. Is
God, I'm missing the mask. Missing the. Oh, Jesus. Okay. None of that. That's a little better roll.
there's some masks. Yeah.
A little better roll. Yeah, so let's go 3 for a Poison Ivy.
Yep. Yeah.
Becky Lynch that in. Buy a. Or Becky Lynch. Clayface that in, and then buy a Black Widow.
Oh, I forgot you've got Clayface. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And this team comes with a lot of fun stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun next time if we get to the next game.
Let's see, the brick tracks and all that. Do I want to keep that? Where's the carrier? I do that. Do I really want to do that? The prep is always nice, but screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna do Villainous Pact.
Yep.
Go ahead. Or
Okay.
pass priority.
Pass back and
Your
10.
turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Keep messing my bag up though.
All
Keep
right.
messing my bag up.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He costs 1, which is good. Now the question is, I'm back to this question again. Who do I stop? Actually, before I do that, I'm going to roll this psychic again. I realise I want that fourth energy. There we go. Lots of bolts. Shame he's not in his big face, otherwise that could have been
Yeah, that was the one reason I was debating about leaving the question mark back. I was
a
like,
nice
oh god,
eight
it's
to
a
the
lot of energy.
face.
Smack me with Drax. I'm like, that's gonna suck.
Yeah. So I'm going to field him for one. I'm going to name. Um, you know what? I think I'm going to name Oscar.
Oscar, okay.
Just because it means you've got to then pay full price for stuff for a while.
Very true.
And you're going to force him to attack at some point, so.
I will not confirm or deny that will happen next turn.
So, if that's the case, then for a turn, you hopefully will get Oscar this turn. You won't be able to field her, so that's my logic there. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Of course, if he rolls double energy, I can still buy him. But
Well, I know, but there's still
that'll be
three
the strategy.
chances that you won't. Right,
I get
so
it.
um, I'm tempted by Angela, but I'm also tempted by Spider-Man because he's very useful. But he's more useful the turn after you field what I need to get rid of. So I will. Plus, if I do that, I can't Atlas. So I'm going to go for Angela this time because then you can force my stuff to attack as much as you want. And then I'm going to Atlas Global. That and your turn.
What level is Drax on?
Just one. These are
So he's got
2-4.
2, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, 3 in the bag. My Black Widows can do their work, hopefully.
Yeah.
Didn't get one. I knew it was gonna be slim pickings to get one.
Yeah. Get
That's no good.
Atlas.
None of that's any good. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my characters don't want to miss when they get a chance to
No.
miss. Alrighty. Sidekick.
Yeah.
um, 2 for Black Widow and Clayface it in.
Mhm.
Can't do nothing with her.
If only you hadn't had a Morlock in the field.
Oh yeah, because that's something I can spend her or something right now. Or
Yeah.
I haven't had to see how that trick works, but I imagine it's something like that.
Yeah. You might maybe see later. Maybe. Anything else?
Uh, I think I'm gonna villain this pact.
Yeah.
Get energy going here. Pass priority
And pass back.
and turn.
Okay. Let's see if Angela actually rolls for the first time today. Oh, she does. And she's on level 3. Nice.
Yay!
Oh, no. That's level 2. Sorry. But,
That's not as bad either way.
yeah. So I've got to pay 1 to field her. Good. Um, yeah, am I gonna keep the sidekick? I'm not gonna be buying anything this turn. Um, but yeah, I'll keep the sidekick. Why not? Field her. Field the sidekick. Pass priority.
I'll play face in Oscar's dice on double energy. Pass back.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna villainous pack. Well, I'll go to the attack phase first, and then I'll attack with these 3. So 4-3, 2-4, 1-1.
Okay, what energy do you got left?
I got a mask and a question mark.
Asking a question mark. Okay, I'll block Angelo with my sidekick.
Okay.
Um, I'll push your sidekick back.
Well,
And I'm not
I
gonna.
get to infiltrate first. I think that comes before the global
Oh, does
would.
it? I
Yeah. So
I don't know on that.
I'll Let me just. I'm pretty sure that happens in the magic. When a character, you may choose to remove that die from combat immediately after blockers are declared before action or globals may be used.
Okay. All right.
So I will infiltrate those two back,
Sure.
and you static fielded her, yeah.
No, I didn't static field her. I
Oh, you
blocked her
didn't,
with.
yeah. Okay. I will villainous pact then. So I've done you two. Woohoo.
Yep.
And then she knocks your psychic out.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, wrong one energized. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Jesus. Well, she energized. So Drax out of there to single shield it.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So Drax. Give me all that.
Well, now I could make it poison ivy.
That's true.
If only you had a Green Lantern in the field.
Let's see. Let's buy a Green Lantern.
Yep.
Let's be this and this. Um, yeah, this is not the best spot to be at with Angela going to be doing Angela things, though.
Mhm.
It's not the best for me, but I gotta do what I gotta do here, I suppose. So I will, because I have to do it first. I will villainous pact.
Yep.
Actually, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna Clayface. No, because I'm gonna do 2 dice, so it won't matter. Yeah, I want to keep on. No, I got 1 in the bag, don't I? Okay, yeah. Clayface in that because I'm trying to get myself on the right setting of dice.
Yep.
Villainous pact.
Yep.
And then I will Atlas to take 5 dice in, then I have 4, and then all is sort of right with that part of the world at least. Okay.
Yeah.
Pass priority.
Pass back.
Enter.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now the question is, do I keep the psychic and go for an extra infiltrate, or do I buy a Spider-Man? I think I've got to go for a Spider-Man. I could have done it anyway. Oh well, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, you've got that. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's actually 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I've got 2 masks. Excellent. That means I can pass priority.
I will Clayface in a double mass. Pass back.
Double mask. Is that just for habit? Or is it you?
Well, I mean, if you attack and you're going to not infiltrate, then yeah, I would
Oh,
push
yeah.
back.
True, true.
Something's going to hit me for more than just 1 damage, absolutely.
So I
But
will.
also have it too, sure.
Yeah. I'll villainous pact that lot over there and attack with these two. And infiltrate back for 2.
Yep, I'm absolutely not going to block them. So,
No.
all right, so that's going to go away. All right, so now I have a chance to get Asuka and Green Lantern. Let's get to the field and let's do our thing.
Yep. Eek.
He did. She did.
Mm-hmm.
She did not. No energize. God dang it. Gosh dang it. What do you got back in your reserve?
A mask.
Mask, you say. Alright, so we'll pay a bolt to field Asuka on level 1.
Yep.
I'm going to Clayface in that.
Yep.
Not really where I want to be right now. It's going to be messed up. That's going to be really messed up now. So I needed those. Shit. just pay 1 the field. Green Lantern.
Mhm.
I think I'm not going to do anything else with the rest of that.
No.
Pass priority.
What is he, a 4/2?
He's a 4/2, yes. Level 1, yeah, correct.
No, I think I'm not gonna do anything at the moment. Although that's the best face, but you're gonna. Although it makes you spend them, but then you can get them back later anyway. Yep, I'll pass back.
Mm, sure, he'll attack for 2. Might as well do some damage.
Okay, take 2 and okay. Yep.
Not going to block him.
Nope.
I will obviously play face him back.
Yep. I know
And
that
field him back.
I know that team to the extent where I know that I do not force your Green Lantern back. You do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we're on the 6 side. Sometimes it's
No,
tempting.
well, I mean, yeah, if we're later in the game, but
Yes.
short term, it's a short term game really.
Yep.
Gain, sorry. Right. Oh, well, that's fine. That is okay, I guess. I've got to pay 2, although actually I have to pay 2 for him, which for the big Drax. So I'm gonna say, um, oh no, Green Lantern is bad, but is Poison Ivy worse because she's deadly? That's the question. But I can spin either of them down at the right time. So I'm gonna say, what have you got in your bag? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 0 in my bag right now.
Nothing in your bag. Okay, so you could get Poison Ivy next time. You could get Green Lantern back next. I'm gonna say Green Lantern is
Okay.
Draxed. Field my Spider-Man, and then pass priority.
Play face that in. Pass back.
And I'll attack with these 4. I will spin down your Green Lantern. Obviously single, yep.
Yes, sir.
You blocking?
What do we have there? So I
So
can't, like, your
four
screen breaks are
six.
very hard to see.
So 4/6, 4/3, 3/3 psychic, and I've got a mask.
Well, I guess I'm going to block a sidekick. And I think it goes to your whole infiltrate step then.
Okay, yep. So these will infiltrate. And then, do you want to bring him back, or do you want to KO him?
I'm fine if it gets KO'd.
Yeah. Okay. So you're 3 more down to 13.
Yep.
Okay.
Got nothing in the bag, so I'll go in.
Yeah.
4. No, man.
Oh.
I need stuff. Probably need stuff. Probably need stuff. Sidekick. Sidekick.
Mhm.
You said him. So 1 for a poison ivy. Clayface her in.
Mhm.
You got any energy left in the reserve?
Nope. Nothing. Oh, did I have one? No.
I don't believe so. I don't
I
really
had what?
remember.
I had a mask. I think. I think I just cleared it away just then, because I had one left over and I didn't use it to force anything. So I think it's. But am I going to do anything with that then? You've got masks anyway. I'll make you spend it. I'll force Asuka to attack.
Well, I haven't
Oh,
done
sorry,
buying
no,
it. I was
sorry,
just curious as to if you had anything back.
sorry. Yeah. I
I
think
hadn't made a
I
decision
think I had a. Yeah, I had
what
a.
I wanted to do.
Yeah, I had a mask.
You're considering forcing her to attack.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
okay.
tidied it up for some reason.
Wait on there. Yeah, I think I'll just pass there. I know I'm in trouble in this game.
Okay, so I'll force Asuka to attack,
She's attacking.
and I'll let her through.
I'll bring her back.
Okay. Yeah, the worst thing I ever do when I play Green Lantern team is not is I've done it a couple of times where she's been buffed like once or twice from the masks,
Mm-hmm.
and then I attack with her, and then I'm like, I still need to buy stuff, and now she's gone into my bag. Biggest mistake is doing that with Angela. With the what's her name, Asuka. So 5. Oof, sidekicks, but sidekicks are okay. I've kind of ruined my bag completely now. You've got a mask, which can only be one mask, but you've got 3 blockers now. So, do I want that? Yeah, I do now. Although, so that's going to spin down. You're only going to have 3 blockers with that. I think might just buy another Spider-Man if I can. So let's roll these out. Yeah, 4 for another Spider-Man, and then I'll pass priority.
I got nothing. Pass back.
I will attack with all 3, spinning out your Asuka to single.
How much? What do you have energy wise?
Just a mask.
Just asking. You got 3 attackers.
Yep.
I'll go up against the 2 biggest ones.
Okay.
Those 2 psychics.
And I will infiltrate the other one back and knock your 2 psychics out
Knock one.
unless. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm fine with what's going on.
So
I
one.
see the pattern and the writing on the wall right now. So.
Yeah. So one more infiltrate for you, down to 12.
Yep. 3, 4. That's no good. That's actually kind of good because
Yeah.
anyways right now. What level is the Spider-Man?
1. So 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's just reroll. I don't want those. I'll reroll that. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. I need blockers. I need to buy things. I need a lot of things right now.
Oh.
Energize Spider-Man to a fist.
Yep.
Good thing that happened there.
Yep.
Feel those. I got that much energy. It's 6 plus over there. Let's Clayface in Asuka there. So I can't buy a Green Lantern either. Oh, that would have been a better choice. No, that wouldn't be a better choice. Would not be. So let's go 1, 2, 3 to buy another Poison Ivy.
Okay.
1, 2 to buy another Black Widow. None of this matters at this point in the game. I need to get Drax out of there, and I can't. I needed a bolt there to get Typhoid. I could have brought it in as a bolt, but then I was going to leave myself so thin. So, oh well. That's priority.
um. I will force a psychic to attack,
Absolutely.
and I will let it through for one. If
Do
you'd
I
let it
want you to
through.
let it through? I'm debating. I'm debating here. Yeah, I'll bring it back.
Okay.
Plenty of masks. What else am I going to do with them?
That is true for now.
Yeah.
So I have 4 in the bag. Okay. Alright. Um, if I get the brick, then I could prep 3 times, which would actually reset my bag completely. So let's try that then. Let's roll these 2. Okay, yep. Alrighty, means I've got to be left with a redundant shield, unless rather than a second prep, I'm going to do a clay face. So now I can do brick prep and villainous patch prep. So I'll do, yep, I'll prep one of these through villainous pact.
Mhm.
Um, I shall brick Drax, so I prep again. So that means should leave me with 4 in the bag. Yep, that's 4 in the bag, and I've got a mask. There's not much I can do with that shield, so I'll pass priority. Yep,
Pass back.
and I'll attack with my 2 characters.
All right. What do you got in the reserve?
I got a mask and a shield.
Massive shield. Okay. I will. What's their combined attack?
8 total.
8 total. Whatever. I'll let them through then.
Oh, bring him back for 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Figured that would be the verdict, but
Well, it is what it is.
yep. What else am I gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So those forward and go further. Gotta energize. Let's see what we get out of that. Well, if a poison ivy ever made the field, it would have been exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Potentially.
Yep.
What are your levels?
2 and 3.
Spin the Angela down one. She's the 2, right?
Yeah, so she'll be on
Yeah,
level
spin
1.
her down one.
Yeah.
I'll buy a Typhoid Mary because sure.
Yeah. Yep. A bit late for
I
that.
will
Possibly a bit late for that.
clear. Oh, it never really sat there the right way to do it.
No, no.
She was easy to buy when she's 2 with a bolt and the mask, but I never got the turn where I needed it. I didn't get the bolt on that turn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It hasn't been there long enough to do anything else. So, um, yeah, I pass priority,
Force a psychic to attack.
and I guess I will bring it back and villainous pact.
Okay.
Sure. Alrighty.
Okay, I've got 4 in the bag. If I get both my Spider-Man, it's definitely game. Well, not necessarily definitely game, but it's very close. Right. Yep. 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 If I can get these. Oh, there he is. And a psychic as well. Alright, so field this all for free. Just what you want to hear.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Um, I'm going to brick a psychic of yours off. Although, actually, no, I don't need to do that, do I? Because I've got 2 Spider-Men. So I'll brick my Drax, which
Okay.
will give me a prep anyway. Um, and pass priority. Nice. So
Pass back.
3, 7. I'm 1 energy short if you push back these 2 biggest ones at the moment. But, you know. So I'll attack with everything anyway. I'll spin both your psychics to. We'll go with shields.
Sure.
Just in case you feel like buffing my guy with the Drax Global.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, I will let you do what you're going to do with your thing first, because I think you have to clear that first, right?
yeah, so I have to
I
decide.
don't have a blocker.
So you can push back the 2 biggest, which means that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will get through and you've got 10 health. So I think I'm going to go for. What have you got in your bag?
A mess. A little bit of everything.
Okay, I'm gonna go for I'm going to go for the safe option and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infiltrate.
You brought everybody back? Okay.
Yeah, it's the sensible option.
Sure. My field ain't going to be that big at any
I
point.
mean, admittedly, saying that I'd still have a Drax and a Spider-Man in the field for next time, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
All
yours.
right. 2, 3, 4. Well, it's a decent draw, but I don't think I can get a field big enough.
No.
Because you can just spin her out, so that doesn't matter. None of that really matters.
Well, I can't spin it out if he's blank. But
That's true. But then I can't get enough characters in the field to prevent the rest of it either.
no,
So,
no.
lordy, lordy. Probably not quite enough. I can't quite enough. Yeah. So the only way I survive is I have to blank Spider-Man.
Yep,
So we're gonna field her and blank Spider-Man.
yep.
Both
Okay.
level ones.
I see. Now you're saying that I could get a Venerable Dreadnought. Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
So now you're saying that I can get a Dreadnought, right?
I'm saying the world is your oyster at this moment, and it has been for quite a bit in this game.
Yep.
Um, I'm going to Clayface in another double mask because I have a feeling I need as many masks as I can get at this point.
Yep.
I'm going to Atlas or Villainous Pact or whatever, something over there.
Yep. Yep.
I will pass priority.
I will force both yours to attack,
Sure, you will.
and I shall not be blocking.
And I shall both come back.
Cool. That's 2 less masks you've got.
I know.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all I need is a few bolts. Um, okay, I've got no bolts, but I've got 2 sidekicks. Okay, so that's the other option, is having one more sidekick or a bolt. One sidekick or a bolt. Oh, neither, actually. Neither.
What the heck is wrong with you? Finish me.
Oh dear. Right. Okay, well, you got. Right. Okay. So let's field that. Huh. Right. Let's pass priority.
I will do my usual. Pass back.
Um. I will Atlas Global. Oh, I didn't need to Atlas Global actually, but because I don't have anything. Right, let me just not Atlas Global a second. Um, let's brick. Annoyingly, they've both got 2 defense. I'm going to brick my Drax, which will prep that instead. Um, the problem is, if I attack with everything, then you're going to take out either Drax or Angela,
Angela.
which means that because you're just deadly one of them, it'll be Angela, but I can do without it for a turn, so that'll be gone. But then I'll be doing 6 infiltrate, which is more than enough. So yeah, I'll attack with everything. I forgot about the fact that I could just infiltrate them all back. So yeah, you block something,
I block Angela, block a sidekick.
and then I just infiltrate the rest back.
Yep. Yeah, I only got 4.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh no, I need to get the damage through, but I don't.
Nope, nope.
Oh, that was
Nope.
actually much more useful than I thought. I think Drax in the end, the Oscars early on kind of really slowed you down.
I think a poison ivy not hitting for the first 3 rolls that I rolled there
That
probably was
that
more costly than anything.
and also the Green Lantern hitting for Green Lantern
Yeah,
when it shouldn't be. It's you didn't roll many. You had a couple of turns with not many masks, and that really hurts a
yeah,
Green Lantern team. Really hurts it. So
that it does.
and now we've got the race for the Green Lanterns possibly.
So it ends up resulting in that, anyways.
All right. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to try and attempt to put an ad break on Twitch because I can do these sorts of things, and then I'm going to go to the loo quickly. So I'm going to log out of that, see if it will work. Log in. Oh, enter the token found in your authenticator app. Alright, hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, I think that was. Okay, alright. Um, okay, so I'm going to chuck an advert on for my 4 viewers, and then I'm going to. Holy moly, what's going on with that? Jocelyn's made herself known. Holy moly, hello, Joss. Oh, we've been raided. That's why. Holy moly. Wow, I didn't even. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at the chat too much. I'm fully engrossed in the game, but I'm going to quickly pop an ad on if I can figure that out. Um, uh,
Okay, those are a little better.
there we go. And then I'm just going to pop to the toilet and change my team. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Jocelyn's learning the Twitch stuff. Alright, let's go back to. Right, so it's Green Lantern versus Green Lantern now. No, I need all them. Right, they go in there. Right, I'm glad I stuck with that team for that game. Alright, so these teams that we've now got between us, there is literally out of the 10 cards available, we've got 8 the same. So
Mm-hmm.
this should be an interesting match. As you say, I have seen you play it just now, but that was totally not how you would play it against the same team. So,
I don't think I can play it much crappier, so I hope I don't play it the same way.
well, you were unlucky, I must admit.
Things happen. It's a dice game.
Well, it's a dice game, isn't it? It is. I mean, I played the Green Lantern team probably for the most of that summer that we did all the tournaments,
Yeah, as did I.
and I think I got worse as the summer went on. So I started off. I think I basically was winning roughly two or three a tournament, and then it got to Worlds, which was the last one, and I got zero, zero for zero, zero for five. I lost all of them, and
Wow.
Peter, who had basically a modified version of it, he won all of the Swiss games.
Okay.
It's like how is that even possible? um,
Him and I had an epic one of these, a Green Lantern match in
yeah, yeah,
the tournament. I think it was like ending near the semifinal of one of the ones last year.
yeah, yeah. Well, I lost the first one. I lost was Chris, and he had his team was oh, it was a really janky one. It was the one where when you field her, you can send a die back to its card to do 2 damage,
Oh yeah, yep,
and
yep.
it just
That's
threw me. It completely threw me, and I lost it on time.
trying to
I
remember
don't think we did
what
too much damage between
the
us.
Corvus Glaive that did that.
Yeah, it's that yeah, it's that card, and so he beat me. So I'm like, well, I'm in the bottom draw now. I shouldn't meet anything too disgusting, and then I met two Godcatcher teams. I was
Ooh,
like, oh man. And then the fourth one was there's one of the 40k characters that does damage to you based on the energy in your reserve pool,
yep.
which is about the worst thing you could possibly have.
Against the Green Lantern team.
Yeah, it was horrendous. And then the
Yep.
last game was Spug with a super rare Thor. He had a super rare Thor, and we were both on
Wow.
four defeats at that point. And so obviously I graciously
God,
gave
that's
him
hard
his
to
one
believe.
defeat.
Either of you have been there for that.
Oh man, it wasn't a great day of dicing, I must admit. um, oh, where are we at? Oh, they're off now. I don't know how long that chat's been there. Again, I haven't really looked at it. Right, you get the choice now.
You can go first.
I'm gonna go first. Okay.
Yep. We're
So
keep you
it's
going first.
whoever rolls masks badly is gonna lose this game.
Yep. I figure I'd rather have three dice than one, or four dice than three trying to do it right now.
Yeah. So you got the blob, which is useless, and you've got the
He's
typhoid.
only there for a Becky Lynch team, to be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with you.
yeah. I mean that takes out a lot of Becky
It
stuff.
shuts almost every part of it down. Yep.
Yeah, and then Typhoid Mary is going to be tricky. But because I've got the Adam Warlock, which one do you go for, Green Lantern or Adam Warlock? That's the question. That is not a good roll. All right.
Oh, I gotta start.
Oh, look at that! I rolled exactly the same twice. Two fists and a psychic both times. There you go.
See, that's why I want you to go first.
Okay, cool. Off you go. Cool.
You gotta buy a static field.
No, funny enough, it's a wasted die.
Are you
A
done then?
whole. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was done as soon as I rolled. Well, you've rolled actually the same plus a mask. You.
It wasn't much better.
No, wow. Okay, well that makes me. At least you can buy
I
your main
take
piece though.
an Oscar and go ahead.
All right. Well.
Jinx myself there.
Yeah.
I mean, that one mask made a difference, but it wasn't much.
Oh, well, that's better now. Look at that. Um, but yeah, let's. Okay, there you go. Full house. I'm just gonna. I know my bag's gonna be a bit out of sync, but I'm gonna load it anyway, and that's fine. It's fine. If I roll Oscar, then it's perfectly acceptable to have just four here, or to have. Oh no, because I'm gonna load it up anyway. No, that's fine. That's turn.
Okay, over here. Jesus. It ain't much better on this end, I see. Feel that.
Well, you, you can't you can't villainous pact and oh you can yeah of course you can. But your bag's going to be wonky as well now, same as mine. Oh dear, this is
I
this
got no
is
idea what you're talking about.
how not to play Green Lantern 101 or Dice Masters in general.
Yeah. 3. Poison ivy. Yeah, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3 to buy poison ivy, and then I will do the second clay face because you have it.
Oh yeah, yeah, forgot about that. Okay.
And then I actually don't want to prep anything because that would be silly at this point.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to just have. No, it actually doesn't matter. It really kills the bag if I do that. It
Yeah,
kills the
it
bag
would.
either way. Either way, it kills the bag. Sure, let's buy Black Widow and just really be unhappy with everything. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's three mask characters in there. That isn't the
Yep,
worst thing.
I have a chance to get one at least, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll drop 4 sidekicks.
All right. No Oscar, but I could buy an Adam Warlock straight up. If I roll that and get single mask, then I can't. But let's roll everything again. Okay, that's better. One mask. Why didn't one of us bring Intellect Devourer? So, Psychic's going to have to go out. She's going to go out, although she's on level 1. So, I can. I think. Got 3 in the bag. Oh man. What have we done to the dice gods today?
Yeah, they've been frowning upon me all match, so I'm
Oh, that
just
is true,
along
yeah.
for the ride. But apparently now it's starting to get contagious.
Yeah, it seems that way. I did have an exceptional game in the last one, though. I think, you know what? I'm going to go for. Seems a bit mental, but I'm going to go for a Kang. I've got 3 in my bag. Oh, that's all I'm going to be able to do. So, your turn.
Okay, I'm empty
Okay.
and a mess
I
now.
feel better that your bag is as bad as mine, but
3.
eh,
Oh, 2 of the 3 with decent draw.
yeah, nice.
You roll on something higher than the lowest side. God, killing me today. Poison ivies, killing me.
Oh, it's
Whatever.
single mask.
Whatever. Field. Can't even do anything with that crap at the moment. Cool. Pass priority.
Okay, pass back.
Doesn't even freaking matter right now. Go ahead.
Okay, alrighty.
Bad. So
Three.
bad.
3 in the bag. So let's see if I can get.
Like I want to buy typhoid and shut something off. I can't. I can't even get there.
Well, Kang's not out, but saying that, I don't really want Kang to be out just yet because of that stupid deadly. Look at that. I mean, what's that all about? Admittedly, again, I could buy an Adam Warlock with that, which isn't the worst idea. Um, Still not great. Oh, come on, this. Oh, that's a bit better. Fist isn't overly useful, but I haven't got any 4 cost characters. That's something I'm missing from this team. But I have got a 3 cost character, a 3 cost with thingy, so I'll buy him, Clayface him, buy Kang, Clayface him, and then right, you're clearly going to deadly her off, so I'm not going to even worry about that. Well, it's inevitable, isn't it?
Not,
So I
the only thing
think
I may not be able to roll, but I will play smart at least.
I'm gonna have to keep. I'm gonna have to buy the poison ivies as well. I think. There you go. Right. Yep. Pass priority.
Well, we'll start out with Oscar has to attack. Then I'll clayface that mask back in, and then I'll just say 2 of your psychics have to attack too, because I don't even care at this point.
Okay. I can't do anything other than just put them there for now.
Oscar is getting blocked by poison ivy. I
Yeah.
want ramps, so I'm blocking both sidekicks.
Okay.
If you don't pull them
She's
back,
gonna get KO'd. That's fine.
yeah.
So I'm gonna just do a thing with the prep because I need to prep stuff. There we go. And okay, so everything dies, is what we're saying.
Except for Poison Ivy.
Oh no, because she's a 2/2.
Yeah, but she doesn't take damage from non-villains,
Oh, of
so
course she doesn't. That is true.
she stays.
That is very true. Damn it.
Which is why it was so devastating I couldn't get her last game.
Yeah, yep.
Alright, Asuka, thank you. Now let's actually play some Dice Masters, team.
Come on.
Play some Dice Masters.
It's good to
Shield,
know.
heal
It's,
her,
it's good to know
roll
that none of
2.
us are actually winning the race. Oh, I should have definitely kept a mask back then to force. Oh well. I
2
forgot
to
about the
buy
fact
a
that she
Pipe
wasn't going to die.
Mary. 1 back in the bag. Villainous pack that in.
Okay.
Not villainous pack. Clayface it in. Sorry, wrong words.
Yep.
Pass priority.
Pass back.
You have no energy.
Nope.
I will villainous pack then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Not attacking with anything?
No, she didn't get any buffs yet, so it's really not. Don't really want to lose a 3/3 Asuka at the moment.
No, no.
Why did I? Oh, no, that's right. I bought her. That's right.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine.
Batman.
Oh, that's not fine though. Not rolled a single mask on my non-mask characters.
Actually made it better on that turn.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that's much better. Only problem is I've got to spend 3 of this to get these 2 out in the field, which ultimately will lead to their death. But you can't deadly both of them. That's one thing.
It's true.
So she's currently a 5/5 because I obviously fielded her first. Right, let's go for a couple of Black Widows and then Clayface them both in. Cool. Let's go for another couple of Poison Ivies because I think that's the new battle. And then I'm going to have to keep these because I'm going to have to get rid of your things somehow. Okay, and pass priority.
I'll Clayface in her, and then I'll use the mask of that to Clayface that both those back in. And then I will say both your characters have to attack.
Okay. Alright. I don't have a choice in that.
Nope.
I'll see what you block.
What's Kang's stats?
5/5.
Oh, he's on the ugly side too.
Oh
Shoot.
yeah. Both level 3. And she's a 5/5 at the moment too.
I gotta deal with Asuka first right now. So I'll block Asuka and I'll block Kang with a psychic.
Okay. Alright. Your turn.
Alright. So I believe I got nothing in the bag. Nope. Nothing. Or Black Widow.
Excellent.
A mask, okay.
Out of all that.
Energize him down 1 level.
Okay.
Psychic to field. I still have Asuka. How many masks do you have back? You have 2, and you can bring in a bunch
2.
more.
Yeah, potentially 4.
Okay. I will spend 3 on a Green Lantern.
Yep.
We'll Clayface in. I
Yep.
will spend 1 on a Poison Ivy, which I
Yep.
will also Clayface in. Oh, coming up. Nothing good. Okay. Pass priority.
I mean, there's not a lot of point, but I will spend both to force your Oscar and your Widow, the Ivy, to attack.
Okay. Sure, they can come back.
Yep, I thought they might. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a Green Lantern. Oh, but you've
You
got
already bought him?
deadly.
Jeez.
Yeah, I bought him ages ago. Oh, and he's alive, but no masks to show. Do I risk? Do I just take out? No. But then he's just gonna die. Oh, nice. 2 question marks.
Great.
So I failed a psychic. I'm gonna obviously Clayface twice. I'm gonna field these two. Alright, so she's a 4/4. Okay.
Yep.
And then I shall pass priority.
I will play face twice, which will bring in 4 mass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're gonna attack with them anyway, so Green Lantern needs to attack, and
Okay.
so does your sidekick. Sure.
And my psychic. Okay.
I don't know why. I'm just bored.
Okay. Well, I won't buy it. Oh, I've got one in my bag. Can't do any more clay facing, so I will attack with him then.
Yep.
D2.
How
Oh,
many?
two.
2.
Two. I forgot to reset the scores. There we go. Okay.
2. She will gladly block there. Your psychic was also attacking too.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yep.
And I will try to get some more ramp going. I'll block my psychic.
Okay. Yep.
That's gone. Green Lantern's gone. She's
Yeah.
back, and
Yeah.
I need stuff to start happening here. That is not the way to have that happen. All right.
No.
Okay, she made it.
Okay.
I don't have any order to my stuff here right now. Green Lantern, obviously, because he's something right now.
Yep.
He's, I got a mess though. I got a mess. I need a lot more other stuff going on here.
Yep. Nice.
So let's see. That's Clayface in one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that over there, so I need to make sure I'm doing that. How many mass you got? You got whatever you want.
I've got as many as 4.
So I look up and I'm like, yep, you got as many as you want.
Yep.
Son of a gun.
Oh, who's blocked? Who's blanked, by the way?
Oh, I see your Green Lantern.
Oh, Green Lantern. Okay.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was the thing that needs to be dealt with at the moment,
Uh huh.
which is going to be good for the other stuff. I know what's going to happen, but
Yeah.
bring that in. You're going to force them to attack. So let's bring in another one from Clayface.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shoot. What do I need to do here? This is a mess.
You did put a timer on again, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the timer on. Yep.
Okay. I think this one might go
Sure.
to time.
It may. Um, yeah. 1-2 by another typhoid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna villainous pack to get that over there.
Yeah.
Pass priority.
Okay. I've now multiplied my masks. And I'm going to force Typhoid and Poison Ivy
She's
and Asker to attack.
Oscar 4/4. Typhoid and poison ivy are attacking.
Okay. Um, maybe I didn't want the Asker to attack, but I'll see what happens. I'll let them through.
You're not blocking any of them.
Nah, no.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna have to bring typhoid back.
Yeah.
You're doing this there. I don't want to burn the last mask, but I'm gonna have to. I need her. Yeah, I still need her. All right, so
They'll take 4 then.
yep. Oh, look at this time.
No.
How I wish it was. How I wish it was right now.
Yeah. Well, if it was that close, then I'd just block. All right, 1 in the bag. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 poison ivies. 1 green lantern.
Yay!
Well, I actually want a load of energy. I really want all masks because I really want to get this Adam Warlock. Okay, well, I got 4 masks. Alright, so none of these energies do any good to me, so that can go out. That's there. Alright, what have I got in my bag? Oh, so much. I think I'm going to have to buy the Adam Warlock, but do I first buy one for a Black Widow, Clayface it, 4 for an Adam Warlock, and Clayface it. So I've got 2 masks there. Uh, I'm gonna. I've got a villainous pact really, because I've got yes. You. Ah, got me Swarm Kang decided to come out of all those dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 dice in my bag, and I picked the one Swarm die.
The one that you wouldn't want it. Oh man.
Okay, right, and then I'm gonna pass priority.
I
Ooh,
got no energy this time.
you got no energy. Um,
No.
he's blank anyway, isn't he?
Yep, he's blank.
But she doesn't take any damage. Oh god, so she's a 4. I need to get rid of her, so I'll pass turn them.
Okay. 4 more.
Maybe I should have gone for a poison ivy.
That's a wiener.
Hmm.
Why not?
Look. Yeah.
Alright. Field the sidekick.
Okay.
We have another typhoid naming Green Lantern still because he's still my biggest problem.
Yep.
Clayface in. Double mask here. Oh, I don't have enough anymore. Damn it. Sorry, you let her through last turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was my 1 cost buys now.
Yep.
1 to field Green Lantern on level 3.
Oof.
Pass priority.
Okay, double
Wait,
clay.
I've only Clayface. I Clayfaced once. Sorry. I
Yeah, double
Clayface the second time. I forget we have the other
double
one.
clay face. Yep.
Okay. Now I pass priority.
I'm still gonna force. Well, I'm gonna force your 2 Marys and poison ivy to attack.
Poison Ivy. Green Lantern might as well join the party and hit you for 3.
Hit me for 3. Okay. And what's he? He's a six
He's a
five.
6/5.
I see. That is, as you say, troubling.
So we have 1, 2, 1, 4, 6/5.
I I think you want to keep him though. So I'm gonna. Have you done both your clay faces?
Yes, yes, yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna let him through.
Follow it through.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's different. All right. So bring. Okay, I'm definitely gonna bring this typhoid back.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring poison ivy back,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna let the other 7 go through.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts me on 6, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you on 18, or did I miss any scores off of that?
I'm on 18. You hit me that 1 crack earlier with the green. Well, I made you hit me 1 crack
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, that was all your choice. Yeah.
My option, I suppose.
All right. Okay, that's good. They're good. Um. Right. She would become. Alright then, I will. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Oh, let's spin down. Let's spin down Poison Ivy to a single. Yes.
Okay.
Finally got her out of the way. That means something might not die. Then let's double Clayface. Okay. Then I'm going to have to spend one to field these two. And then pass priority.
I will double Clayface.
So she's a 5.
And pass back.
Right. Now let's see what you might let through and what not let through.
I can block 2 and push back 4.
There you go. Attack with everything.
Everything. Oh boy. Okay.
So I've got a 5/5, a 5/2,
Mm-hmm.
a 4/2, a 4/2, a 1/1, and a 1/2. A combined 20 damage there. Oh, oh, and you take 5 from Green Lantern's
No,
ability.
I don't, because he's blank still.
Oh, of course he's blank. Yeah, yeah. Shit. Oh well.
He is not. All
No.
right, so
But there's exactly 20 there.
it is exactly 20, huh? All right, so yeah, let's block. Man, that's gonna be a tough one. Oh yeah. So your poison ivy is a 1/2.
Yep.
All right, she's gonna definitely allowed to go right through. I ain't gonna even
Okay. Right. So.
attempt to deal with any of that, wasting any mask, anything on her. She can gladly go through.
Okay.
You kind of bought the things you need to buy,
Oh
so
no,
I'm not
she's
sure.
actually a 6, I think.
Yeah, I'm like I'm leaning towards Oscar's getting blocked by my sidekick.
Okay.
Potentially, yeah. She'll block your sidekick at a 1. She's a 1/4, and then
I forgot about the his ability. I probably would have actually spent a bit more.
what are the 2 on the Kang?
Yeah, 2 defense, 2 defense.
No. What are the attacks? Sorry, I said that wrong.
Oh, 5 and 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap! I'll just push.
So
Yeah.
so she's
No, actually,
blocked.
I'm gonna keep my sidekick and I'll just push them all back.
All of the rest
Yeah,
back.
I'll keep the sidekick. I'll push back all your characters except for Poison Ivy. I'll block the sidekick with Typhoid, KO the sidekick,
Yep.
and then Poison Ivy I wasn't going to block.
Okay. All right. I will firstly Villainous Pact. That'd be crazy not to, because I need to get through this bag quickly. And then I will, yeah, let's bring back Poison Ivy then. She'll keep the gang there. Okay.
All right. So in my crazy draw, I gotta draw a Green Lantern and get 6 masks. Okay, cool. What we can do, which is impossible with 3 dice, but whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't even get him. Okay. So you might actually kill me this turn.
Well, oh, that's
I like
better
the
though.
doubles. It makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, but
But you're just gonna force everything to attack anyway, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I probably am going to not make this turn. All right. Pass priority.
I will. Yep. Well, let's do it because I can. Do a double Clayface, and then I will. Yeah, force your two to attack
Absolutely.
and not block.
Not block. Okay. I will bring Typhoid back then.
Okay. All right.
So I
That's
get
it.
5.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
one.
See much I can freaking weather on this.
All right. So you've got 3 pushbacks.
Yep.
So there's 3 in the bag. I've got to then reload. If I get the Adam Warlock, well, actually no, I don't think it matter. But he has got good stats. I've got another Black Widow, so potentially she's gone if I get. Oh, which would. Oh, there's one and a sidekick. I don't really need the sidekick, so come on, energize. No, I didn't get energize. But I have got point. Oh, it doesn't matter what you block. You get the choice of that, don't you? So, okay. So I will spin her down 1
Oh, yep.
to a 1-2.
Yep.
Okay. That means you can't. Right. I've got. So your block and push back the 3 biggest ones, which will be them. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's nowhere near enough. I could have done with that second poison ivy, black widow, to be honest. But I'll spend 1 on her. What time have we got left?
7 minutes. Or just
I.
under.
Okay, I will. You're going to push back the biggest, but you've got to do so. I will field her, and I will pass priority.
I am doing nothing.
Okay. I will. I haven't done any clay faces yet, have I? So I will spend these 2 on these 2. I will clay face and clay face, and then I will. Let's just do it. Attack with everything.
Okay.
So you've got. She's a 4/4, 5/2, 4/2, 4/2, and these are all 1 attacks.
1 attacks. Okay, well, I'm not going to even pay attention to the 1 attacks at this point.
Actually, I'm not going to attack with her. That's all.
Okay. I mean, you could just easily bring her back anyways. It wouldn't have mattered.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to have to spend that one.
True.
Because you can
Yeah,
do.
so. Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Yeah. I don't even know what to do at this point. This sucks. This sucks on my end. So yeah, push the kings back. You said
If
Oscar's
it
a
helps,
4?
I've still got 2, 4, 6. I've still got 8 in my bag. If that helps.
Nah, no, nothing helps right now because I know I can't get to where I need to get to. I think I want to push back the 2 Kangs.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to elect not to block anything else.
Okay, I'm going to bring back the Green Lantern, and then I'm going to. That's 4, 5, 6.
6 up there.
That's 12.
Yep.
You'll go.
Okay. Three. That's nearly not what I need. That's okay, but it costs energy too. Level 3 poison ivy. Can't afford the fielder, and I know I lose next turn.
Okay.
That's
Oi.
priority.
I will force. So you. Uh, I guess you could get her back though. I'll force them both to attack.
So both of them to attack. Okay.
Yep. And then I'll block. I, not poison ivy. The other one with typhoid Mary with it with a 3/2, a 5/2.
5-2. You're not blocking poison ivy.
Nope.
I have to make a choice, and it doesn't matter too much. I'll bring back typhoid and hit you for 3.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So close. So,
Yeah, so
Oh,
close. Yeah. Oh, there's Adam Warlock. Right. You got nothing though to.
I have no energy. I got no. I
Oh,
yeah. I had the
that's
fielder. I had nothing.
good. That's good. Right. Oh no. Right. Okay. At least I can Clayface first. So I'm going to Clayface that. I'm going to spend it, and then I'm going to Clayface again. So then I can spin. So if I roll. Oh no, because I haven't. Oh, hold on. Let me just undo that. Oh no, I can't. Alright, no, so I won't. So I Clayface that one in. Then I'm going to spend one of those and that to field him.
Yep.
Then I'm going to spend that to Clayface that in, which means I can roll this. And if I roll this,
Yep. She's out.
it's not energy. Okay, she stays. Ah, man, which means that you can stop one with a block. 5, 10, 40. I think I've got it there. So I'm going to spend that to field her. Right, I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to spend that to Villainous Pact, which means that. No, still on energy, not energy, so she stays, but I'm going to attack with everything.
All right. What is the biggest guy?
6/6. So then I've got 5, 10, 14, 15, 16.
Yep. You have it.
Oh man, that was
Good
an
game.
that was an intense game actually. Wow. Oh man, right down to 2 life as well. That was a good set of games. I know you kind of didn't enjoy the middle game, but it definitely worked for hard for those two. Uh, so yeah, wow. Oh, I can go to bed now. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's definitely out later for you over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily,
Pretty late.
I don't start till lunchtime, so it's not the end of the
Oh,
world. But
that's kind of the way I am too. So.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, that was a good 3 games. Thank you
Yes.
very much for them games.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a timer.
man, that was close. Because
Yeah,
that
I
was the
told her I was
danger
done.
when you said 7 minutes left and I still had you on 18 and me on 5 or 6. I was like, oh man, I'm going to struggle here.
Well, the thing that was that you had it going where you had the premium with the buying with Asuka and having a lot of mass,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I lost mine. And looking back, maybe I should have tried to keep her instead of letting her through
yeah,
because you were able to constantly force my guys to attack, which kept thinning me out, and I
yeah,
couldn't get the defense back in time. So every time it was a swing, and I'm having to keep energy back to push it all back.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I dug
I
myself in a hole, and you
honestly
know,
at the moment my my favorite control method is actually the force attack and the deadly. Force attack in general is just great.
yeah. Well,
And
that's why I ran both my teams. Or no, the other one doesn't have a force attack.
no,
This one,
both mine have got force
yours
attack
had the force
and
attack,
they've both got deadly.
and I almost had a force attack on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I was like, I'll do the force attacks with static fields and burning energies and all that. But
No, those are some good games. I don't know if I've actually played a proper Green Lantern mirror match at all. I don't think. I've always avoided them. I think. Oh, maybe I've played one or two, but it's not been that many. So maybe out of about 20, 30 rounds over that summer that we was playing all the tournaments, I probably only played maybe 2 or 3 in total actually. Um,
okay,
so,
yeah, a
but
lot of God there's a lot of Becky Lynches, but
oh yeah, there's a lot of Beckys. But with this team, it's not the end of the world. It's
oh yeah, these two
as soon
teams are
as like this game it was basically once you ran out of masks, which you eventually did, and that's
Yep.
what won it for me. These
Yeah,
Kangs
because you only did need the
are
Green Lantern
great.
with two masks the entire thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
Green Lantern wasn't what smoked me. It was the size of your characters and just the field you had.
Well, exactly. The first time I played it, I just did literally one test with it, and I didn't even buy Green Lantern. I just basically had Kangs and him in the field,
And
which basically
Oscar.
eventually went through. The second game, which was the first round against David, I bought him, but I didn't do a single ability damage with him. I just steamrolled over in the end.
Yep.
And now this time, yeah, as you say, I did two damage with him, and that's it.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, physically he did 4 at the end, but yeah, with his ability, yeah, it was only 2 damage.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was only attack
Yeah,
damage.
well,
So yeah, Adam, you didn't really get to see the Adam Warlock go properly either.
you got him there in the end, and that was the thing. I went for the Typhoid early because I was like, well, if you go for him, I'm going to try to shut him off, and then you
Yeah,
didn't. You went the Green Lantern route, and I was like, well, I have to go that way. That's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
still bought a second one in
Well,
case I had to
that's
flip.
well exactly. That's the good thing about having both on the team. One of them is the actual. Obviously, if someone comes up against me, they're like, right, Green Lantern team, let's shut him off. And then I go, okay, I've just brought me Adam Warlock, got him out in the field, and all right, you've lost
Just
your field.
squash you. Yep.
One of the turns against David, he had a dreadnought and something else. I can't remember what it was exactly. But his turn, he fielded a both. He had an empty field because I kept spinning stuff out,
Mm-hmm.
and then he fielded the dreadnought. He fielded the other character. He's like, okay, pass priority. I was like, okay, I'll spend my Doctor Strange. Oh, there you go. Yep, sorry, both your thingies have gone, and that was it. That
Yeah,
was,
because you can do it on their side too,
and that was
when
his.
you're on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
offense.
because that was it. That was his turn.
Yep.
And if I'd have got him out sooner, and you done your Black Widow, I can effectively do it too.
Oh, because it's any time
Yeah, yeah, but
energizes.
it just says when a die with energize is spent as energy.
So you re-roll my die. If we were in person, you would roll my die, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to consider him on this team. I've
I'm
never.
a proper convert, I must admit. As I say,
Yeah.
the three times now I've played it, I haven't won with Green Lantern on this team, and I've won all three games.
Yep.
Well, not using his ability anyway, just using his muscle.
Yeah. No, no, it's
Um,
that's a good way of going with it. Because I've done it with even a few Oscars and
yeah, yeah,
forcing things into the poison ivies. Like when you play it back, you just like build up the Oscars and
yep,
poison ivies and just keep knocking out the big things on the other side. And then Oscar's getting huge every time I'm bringing something in, and
yep, yep. They get surprisingly big. It's a bit like the fish slap, I guess, but with Oscar.
yep,
Once you've got one of her out, she only costs one anyway. So you
yeah,
essentially got a one cost, potentially four, five, six attack,
yep, that's
maybe.
huge.
Yeah, even on
Yeah, I'm gonna
level.
have to reevaluate maybe going buying two of her earlier on or something. Just because when I lost her, because I
Yeah.
you lose her often, but you
Well,
had ways to do it in both games, and it killed me.
I said at the end of the first game, didn't I? On the second game, when I said, well, I've had it where I've lost her before, and then that's it.
Yep,
And then you did the same, and then that was it.
yep. I couldn't get it back. I don't know if I would have changed the outcome if I had chosen to bring her back that one attack, but
it was,
I was like, no, I'm
but
getting you
then you,
close. I can
but then you
continue with the
got
Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern. Yeah, it's the
Yep.
problem.
Oh well,
You make those
learn,
decisions.
you live and you learn.
You do indeed, indeed.
Yep. Well, it was great playing with you. If we hadn't played before, now we definitely have. So.
We definitely have, yeah. It's yeah, really good fun. Um, shame you. Well, you got me down to two. It was so
Oh no,
close.
I'm not. I mean, I did things in the games. The game two was a little at
Yeah,
times, but
yeah.
yeah.
That wasn't really. Yeah, game two wasn't really in doubt so much, was it? So, but
No,
it
not
goes
after
that way. I
no.
think I still maintain blocking your Drax and your Oscar was possibly what did it.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, you were still forced to buy stuff full price. You paid
Yep,
five for your Green Lantern.
that's
Um,
a premium. It
yeah.
hurts.
Mhm. I played I played a mini tournament with some friends before Christmas. It was we do some online games, and
Hmm.
actually I played them earlier on. Oh no, actually I lied. It was the dice fight on the Thursday. Just before
Okay.
it was the last Thursday of the year, and they basically the format was red anything goes modern, but you get the PXG Global just available. So I played the Green Lantern team, and
Oh yeah.
it was insane. I think I won every game by about turn 4 or 5.
I bet you were buying Green Lantern in that one.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, actually, turn 1 was Oscar, Clayface, Clayface are in.
Hmm.
Obviously, then I prepped the 4 dice
Yep.
in their turn 1 or two, or
And you're rolling her the next turn
and
too.
then yeah, then I roll my 9 dice turn 2, buy Green Lantern and get then PXG and yeah, get Green Lantern out. As long as I rolled him turn 3, then
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. It was
You're just pushing 6, 7, 8 damage.
yeah, it was
You're taking a couple bag burn, but screw it.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. It was so quick. It was good fun. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
if
only need 3 swings at most.
I don't know if I streamed them. They might even be on YouTube. It'd be good if I did. Let's have a look. YouTube. I have a feeling I didn't, but nice. No, January. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, but I'm willing to play you to show you what it can do. But it won't be a very quick game. But
Well, I could see what it would do
yeah.
doing
Uh,
the tournament you guys put on and having. That was the first time I ever got to use the Professor X Global, and that was
oh yeah, because I was surprised that not many people brought it actually.
No, they didn't.
I think there was only 2.
Yeah, I had to have it with my team the way it played.
Yeah.
It keyed off of it being there. I was like, well, I'm
No,
bringing it.
I didn't bring any ramp at all. All I did
I don't
was
know if I don't think I played anybody that had it.
I my team was just page manager and morph.
Okay.
So I once got it to work fully effectively, and that was only because my opponent had Ultraman. So generally, I basically I had like the big stomper, um, the obelisk, the Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Phoenix
Mhm.
Force, I had all the big stuff. Um, and one of the games, my turn 2, was it turn 2? No, it must have been my turn 3. So my turn 3, I attacked with 2 morphs. So I got two free dice directly into my empty bag.
Mhm.
So it might have been turn 2 actually. How would I have got that then? Oh, because we had 6 dice there, didn't we? So maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I attacked with 2 morphs. I got my 2 free dice. One of them was the Stomper. One was um, another big character. A Bizarro. I had the Bizarro that gets bigger with globals on the other team.
Okay.
The old rare one from World's Finest. Um, and then in my off turn, the other guy rolled Ultraman and 2 Kryptonites. And obviously with Page, I then got to send 2 more dice to my bag. So my 4 dice in my bag were 2 Bizarros, a Stomper, a Captain Marvel, the super rare that spins out your field.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically I rolled that on Energize, I rolled a Bizarro, and I rolled a Stomper on my turn. He had 2 characters in his field. He re-rolled both of them. One went away through Captain Marvel, and then I stomped the other one back, and then just stepped through for like 29 damage, I think it was.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. It was funny, but that was the only time it worked like that. Anyway, you know.
Well, I thought we were doing the weekly dice arena because I can't do the dice fight because of my job and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
somebody, I think it was Jackal Spam Nick.
yeah,
He brought a team with the 2 orcs, the orc knob and the orc boy or something,
yeah, yeah.
and a bunch of golems to fabricate. And
Mhm.
on turn three or four. He hit me for 172 damage
Yeah,
because he
he,
got everything to line up.
yeah,
It
he
didn't do
likes
very
his
often, but that was crazy because he just kept KOing the orc boys, and they keep coming back. So he's using them to
to
fabricate the vital
fabricate.
golems, and he's killing them. And
Yeah,
every one of the orc knobs are getting stronger every time something dies. And like, and then he brought magic missile to KO them as well. So he just kept ramping them up, and I was like, oh boy,
oh man, yeah, he likes his fabricate, doesn't he?
yeah, that was interesting. I almost switched to playing that team because I was like, that's just insane.
That
But
is,
like,
yeah.
if it misses, you got nothing. But
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I know a friend of mine, oh, well, one of Stuart. He we played a tournament face to face just before the pandemic, and
okay,
it was a modern tournament. Um, and he was trying to get that Orc Knob to work. He was trying and trying and trying. He's played it for months. I can't remember the exact combo that he was trying, but he was trying it, and it just wouldn't work. But he wouldn't give up with it, and he ended up losing, I think, almost all of his games. And it's like,
ah,
you should have just given up with it. He couldn't. He almost quit Dice Masters for that, I think.
oh man, yeah, there are some ways that if you had Bizarro to flip his stats, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you got something like what's the one where you if something takes damage, it gets KO'd at the end of the or KO'd on the turn or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, seething corruption
Um,
and
yeah, seething corruption, and you instant war. You make them have dice, and then you KO them, and then
yeah,
you flip the stats. And there are some ways to do it. I'm sure he was trying because I know he's a really smart dude.
yeah, yeah. Oh, he knows all the he
It just seemed like it just never could quite get there, but it was fun to try.
yeah. And then he smash face, yeah.
hmm
And Nick comes along, bam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you got six dice you're rolling, and got two cost characters, it's a lot easier to do that.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
you know, because
Because
that wasn't in modern, so that doesn't work that way.
no, no. Well, I think was it? It must have been him that played um the Yondu, where it does damage when he's fielded based on how many dice you've got in your use pile. So if you
Oh,
get that to line up, you fabricate loads and loads, and then you've got like 20 dice in your use pile,
that's
and you
good.
just field him. Yeah,
Oh, that would have been fun. That's a good idea to keep in mind for trying that in the future.
yeah. I think it's the rare Yondu. Let's have a look. Yondu. When Yondu is KO'd, Yondu deals one damage to your opponent for each non-sidekick character die in your use pile. So
That quite as if. Well, if you're fabricating them, no, because that
yeah,
doesn't really.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
You
goes to use file. That's right.
just do the final fabricate. Yeah.
Yep,
uh, oh,
that is
oh,
true.
is it that one then, or is it a different one? Hold on. Oh no, yeah, it must have been that one. Yeah, and you use pile. Yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, that was pretty crazy. And
Nice.
there's the life gain format where you can do that with fabricate as well, with like Hope Summers and the Thunderbird, I believe. So when
It's
you
like every time something's KO'd, it's
yeah,
giving a
so
life.
the basically you copy Thunderbird with Hope, so they both bring each other back each time, and just
Mm-hmm.
do it infinitely until you've got
That's pretty funny.
yeah. um, there's good ways around that, but
Yeah.
right. That was a. I've actually got to go back to work tomorrow. Funnily enough, the I've been off with COVID for like the last 8 days, 9 days.
Did you have it?
Yeah, yeah. I was testing positive. Yeah, and I think it
Wasn't
wasn't
too bad
too
of a
bad.
case then.
No, it was more like so I had a cough for ages, and then kind of during the week this week it sort of escalated, and it felt kind of a bit like a heavy head cold. You know,
Okay.
where you just feel a bit blur and yeah,
Oh no, I've had it. I had
yeah.
it back when the whole pandemic started,
Oh
before we
yeah,
even went into lockdown here in the states. It was for me. It was not very pleasant.
no,
Things
no.
don't put me in bed for an entire almost 2 days. I was
Yeah, yeah.
surprised.
Oh, because I've got like had the booster as well, so I've got 3 jabs worth of.
Okay.
So it obviously done its job because, as I say, It was more, as I say, it felt just a bit like a heavy head cold. So it wasn't too bad. I mean, the first few days that I had off, because it was a really bad week to have it off as well. Because I basically the week before my son had it, but I think he was just testing positive. I don't think he actually had it. He was kind of a
No.
bit off colour, but nothing major. Um, but my friend had his dad's funeral at the beginning of last week, and I was trying to avoid my son as much as I could within reason to
Sure.
try not to catch it. And then the Sunday night or the Sunday morning, I tested positive. I was like, oh man, so I couldn't go in the end, which was a shame. So it was kind of, and then I also had plans for the Super Bowl on Sunday.
My wife asked me if you guys even care about it over there, and I was like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Um, well, yes and no. I mean, I don't. Nice dice bag.
Oh, thanks.
Station Zebra has said. So, um, but yeah, the we I've actually ended up watching, well, quote unquote, watching quite a few Super Bowls, mainly because at some point or another my friends decided that we should just have parties on that evening. So it's kind of more of an excuse for a session of drinking than anything
Sure.
else.
It's kind of that way here too.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I've picked up the rules along the way, so I know most of the rules now. And actually, my football team over here, Tottenham Hotspur, they actually host NFL games now. So
Okay.
yeah, because we built a massive, big £1 billion stadium, which that's one end of. Um, and I'll tell you what, I'll put you over onto my other camera which will mess up the other one. Oh no, you can't do that one yet. But yeah, so that's basically the main stand of the stadium.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, they've got the whole. If you ever look at it, look for it. There's two completely separate pitches, so that one retracts and the other one comes in its place.
Oh, that's right. I did hear about that. Yep.
Yeah. So as I say, it was they spent like £1 billion on it. So um, but yeah, so we do care. I will try and go along to an NFL game at some point there because they have maybe two or three a season.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Um, so, but
There's a joke here in the states that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to go over to your country and be a team from there.
right, yeah,
Yeah, they were the team that was doing it the most, I believe.
yeah, that sounds about right. It's possibly we've got some kind of direct connections with them.
The
Maybe we
ownership,
just
I
made a
think.
deal. Yeah, it might be. It might be Joe Lewis owns them as well. Yeah, that sounds about right. Um, but yeah, so that's the state of. So yeah, I've actually got to go to work tomorrow. Although I rang them earlier on today and left them a message, and no one's got back to me, so I don't even know if I've even got a. Because I drive lorries, so I. They obviously I don't know what I'm actually doing from Monday to the next. I do
Oh,
different things every day. So we shall see.
mm-hmm.
We shall see. Anyway, thank you for the games. They
Thank
they
you as
were
well.
really good fun, and good luck
Glad
for
you
the
enjoyed it.
rest of the tournament.
You as well. You got to go on and win now because if I it's the only loss I have, you got to win it.
Okay, all right, I'll give it a go.
Because I'd
Well,
be like, all right, well, I lost to that guy, so I mean, that's fine.
yeah, he won it. Yeah, he must be really, really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
No,
did.
it
He
was
didn't tell me
pretty
he
fun.
lost all 5 games with his Green Lantern team.
I don't know. The way you're playing those, you're playing pretty sound. So
To
yeah,
be fair, I wasn't playing a Green Lantern team. I was playing an Adam Warlock team.
yes. Green Lantern was just there for show. The
Yeah,
decoy.
that is the decoy. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Alrighty.
I'm gonna grab me some dinner, and I guess I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Catch you later.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Bye.